Alright, welcome back. I have not done too many videos recently just because I've been very busy with work. That said, I want to do a quick video kind of talking about a major update that's finally coming to this game that I'm excited about, and that is the Japan update. We'll do this playing. I'm just going to get inside of it. So before I hop in, I'm just going to do a quick fly maybe around Tokyo, because there's going to be a bit Japan update. And I haven't published this video that I was going to. I'm going to reshoot it now. I did a video kind of covering Tokyo, both airports and kind of like the region. One reason I just haven't time to publish it, to be honest, do some changes. But one thing I kind of made a note, and I'm actually going to show you here as an example, and we'll kind of see it when we fly around. So there's some landmarks here. See, it's got the Tokyo, Shinjuku, the Diet, and the Sky Tree. But like when it's flying over, they didn't have the Imperial Palace, for example. Didn't really show any notable buildings like Shibuya, which would be like right around here. They actually did a good job of Shinjuku. At least like the main buildings in that area, I should say. But it was a little underwhelming. I mean, I shouldn't say underwhelming. I think it was decent for Tokyo. But then, like, when I flew, like, for example, Osaka, this is not even Osaka. There's actually another city that's east of there. I think it's Nara, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't want to misspoke. But, like, up here's Kyoto, and they had nothing. Like, I flew over. There was nothing there. Now, there's going to be a big update coming where they're going to add a lot of stuff. Now, to be fair, I did not see Kyoto in the update. But, I did see, like, for example, I'm going to leave this in real time, but this island here is like a volcanic island, which I'm sure looked fine, but looks like they're adding an update, like putting the rural air, like updating the airport and the look and everything, which looks beautiful, and a lot of other stuff. But anyway, let's hop in here and kind of go over the update and what I think and my expectations, just, being really loving Japan and so forth. Oh no, sorry, I want to make this departure. You know what? Let's have a little fun. We'll go from... let's just keep it quick. So anyway, so they're doing a big Japan update, and like in the trailer, which I'll put a link in below, or maybe I might do no, the end cards don't be there. Anyway, I'll put a link to the article, but they're gonna update a lot of the photo imagery and like landmarks and stuff. Now I don't know how much they're gonna go to, but a good example, they like show Sendai, which I've been to, so they're going to do stuff there. I'm really curious. That's actually a place I have not been to, Japan, but I know it's like a good-sized city. I'm really curious to see what they do. But, like, in the trailer, they show, like, they built, they actually did a lot to the countryside as well, which I think is like already looked beautiful when I've flown around, let's say, Hiroshima and stuff, and the mountains in that region. But it looks like they're really updating, like, I'm almost looking more like, let's say, like, these images here, very more accurate. They're also going to show... like more realistic terrain at all altitudes as well. But the thing I'm really curious is the buildings and locations and what they're gonna add in there. So a good example, and I got a list here. They're gonna add Himeji Castle, the floating Torii Gate. The Torii Gate's that like little kind of like gate. It's like a red little gate like in a lake that kind of sits on water. That would be in it. Obviously, you have to get low to see that, but the fact it's gonna be in it's gonna be very cool. And they're finally adding a castle that we know for sure of. And then also they showed a bit of Tokyo, and that's where I'm really curious what they're changing, because like in Shinjuku that I mentioned, they got the Tokyo Metropolitan Office and all that, but they don't have like like there's this hotel that I stayed across from there that's there. However, it shows a lot more detail, like a lot better resolution. Now granted they're doing this in like super ultra, which I don't do since I don't have the technology. But it looks like they really tune it up to make it better looking and kind of like more realistic. I'm also curious what else they add in Tokyo. I really hope they add the Imperial Palace, since that's a very, it's basically like a castle looking building. You can't even go into it. It is the actual where the emperor lives in the middle of the city. It's very cool. When I flew over there and before, it's just like a generic building in its place, and it's way off. And I try to be fair. They recreated Earth, so I know it's not, they're relying more on these AI technology to rebuild a lot of it. I was just hoping a little more out of Japan, because I think it's one of the most beautiful countries that I personally seen, but just overall, like, major destination. It'd be something really cool to see, especially with its unique architecture and having these castles in the middle of a big city. There's not many other places in the world I can think of off the top of my head where it's like a modern nice city, but then you have like literally like the past of 1,000 years ago right in the middle of it. You obviously can do something like London with, you know, Big Ben and all that, parts of Europe, but like go to North America, it's like, you know, maybe outside of Boston, but you know, go to New York, it's like, yeah, you can say, well, that building's been since 1920, but not like from the Edo period or something like 500 plus years ago, for example. So, but that, anyway, that being made, this is like considered the first really big update. So, and I know it's like, you know, example, I mentioned that Volcanic Island south of there, Sendai's in there, a lot of updates to Tokyo. It did show like, you know, like stuff like pagodas and stuff being added, because, you know, like when I flew over, like, you know, Kyoto, didn't see any of that. Also, I don't know the name. There's like a famous bridge. Actually, let's see if it's in this article. No, there's like one. You know, Japan's got some really long bridges as well. Like you know, kind of pretty unique. That's going to be in there. So, I mean, they're not in a lot, but the things that didn't show in the trailer that I am a little concerned about is like nothing to Kyoto or even Osaka. You know, Osaka is the second largest city in the in the country. Well, I'll rephrase that. By metro. Actually, it might be second by city limits as well, but the metro Osaka region is about 25 million people. Tokyo's around 30, 35-ish. Yeah, depending how far you go. Like, I don't know if Osaka region includes Kyoto, which is literally like right there, and it's like another 2 million people. So, flying out of Haneda, which is handcrafted, beautiful airport. Been there. We're going south. Oh yeah, one area they are adding more to them. I'm really excited because I didn't really see much last time I was here. Is Yokohama. We'll fly there right now. It's actually just, yeah. So, literally just right over here is Yokohama in this area.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
So, you know, we just want to fly a little bit around Tokyo and I see the lights and stuff. It's beautiful. Also, Haneda, I actually explained in another video that I didn't publish because I want to reshoot it. But I was saying this airport's a 24/7 airport. So Narita, which is the other major airport that's east of it, closes around like 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Like no flights going out, but this will have flights going out. Obviously, be more like probably cargo and some other stuff at that time of day. But yeah, there will be at least like flights still going in and out. So. But anyway, just kind of enjoying the world views here as we climb up a bit. So far the game's been a little smoother when I've done some changes to the virtual RAM, which I don't know. We'll see if that really works in the long run. But I've had it seems to be running a lot better since I changed some stuff on the back end. I am hoping maybe like in the next few months I could probably upgrade the video card and then maybe eventually the processor, because it's kind of frustrating. The processor is still really good, but it's only 4 cores, and I think that's the only issue with this game. It's very demanding, you know, but at the same time I'm having a tough time really justifying. As much as I love this game, I don't know if I want to justify spending roughly, let's say, $1,200 to redo the whole thing at this time. But yeah, so like another example of this update we're going to check out would be Yokohama, which I'm kind of winging this here. This is like down here, I believe, like here. But like it did show like a well-known tower down there, but it didn't show like the Ferris wheel and stuff. And I think they're going to add like all that, for example. And you know, it's not like it's major stuff in that regard, but it's just a lot of little stuff that really just adds to the atmosphere of this game that I really love. So, but yeah, right now it's around 1 a.m. I think in Tokyo, maybe 2. No, I think it's 13 hours ahead of me. So yeah, I think it's around like 1 a.m. right now in Tokyo as we're recording this. So anyway, I'm probably just gonna go to Yokohama and then probably fly back. Ooh, where to get out of that? I'm trying to remember where it is. I know it's like, I feel like I'm going a lot further than I should. 'Cause I know it's like, I think this is the Yokohama area, but they had one tower, but I just don't see it. Oh, anyway, you know, honestly, it's not a big deal. When they do the update, I'm really curious. I'm gonna probably do some videos and kind of go around the whole area just to see more and kind of see how amazing it is. Because, you know, it looks really good now, but this would be really... Ah, there it is, by the way. Now I see it. It's like a downtown... Like Yokohama, it's a separate city, even though it's like right next to Tokyo, and it obviously just goes together. So, but like a good example, we'll see it kind of go. There's like a Ferris wheel here that's not in the game. And they just did this main tower, but I think they're going to do all the towers around here from the... Well, this is what it looked like in the update. Obviously, no guarantee, but, you know, really curious to see this. Really curious to see how, you know, if they're going to, like... Because, like, from the pictures, you know, like when I showed Tokyo just flying over, the buildings itself even looked a little better, like a little more clear, and probably a little more, let's say, accurate in regards to, like, just how it looks from probably the air. Which I still think it looks pretty good, but, you know, just probably smooth it out from the looks of it. And, you know, they say they're going to have, like, 10 years of plans and updates, so I'm curious to, you know, see how it goes, so. So this is the main Yokohama Tower, but I think they're going to redo these other towers, you know, to represent more realistically what it looks like. And there's like a Ferris wheel somewhere around here. I think it's like here, maybe. It's kind of well known. Like, you know, it's not like the London Eye or anything, but it's like, you know, it's been in the Godzilla films and destroyed. So it's just kind of like a, you know, it's like, it's kind of, you know, there's some cool pictures. You know, you look at Yokohama, there's got pictures of the skyline, this front here, so. So, but yeah, anyway, so that's just kind of going over some of the updates. You know, it looks very, you know, it's like a 2-minute trailer, but it looks like they're doing a lot. And I'm really curious what's in it that's not in the trailer. You know, like, because, you know, there's nothing from Kyoto or Osaka, which I'm a little surprised. Or let's say even like Hiroshima, they didn't do, you know, the sad dome, you know that was, you know, survived the nuclear explosion in Hiroshima. And I flew over that one just kind of for fun. And yeah, I found it, but then it put like a kind of like a somewhat kind of put a building there that kind of like only it was like a shell that got right, but none of the dome itself. So I'm curious if there'll be even stuff like that, or, you know, what other castles are gonna put in. They mentioned one castle, but it's like, okay, you know, I mentioned the Imperial Palace. If they did do Osaka, there's a castle there. There's a castle in Nagoya. So, you know, there's like this. I mean, honestly, the update could be massive for all we know, or it could just be you know, something simple. So. Let's just, I'm going to land back. Yeah, we're just kind of doing a quick video. Ah, there we go. There's our first hiccup. That wasn't too bad.
Tokyo Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Alpha 7 miles southwest of Lake to land. Beechcraft Alpha.
Oh, let's see if I can figure this out from the... Please don't tell me I gotta go all the way around. I hate doing that. 22. Alright, actually, hold on. This is a big airport. See if I can figure this out. I get the runway map. Here we go. Oh man, where is it? Ah, this must be it. Yeah, of course. They always want me to go north and then fly back in. Huh? So 22 is this runway, but coming from that way. So we'll try that real quick. Yeah, as I said, not a long video. Just kind of want to fly a little bit at night. Oop.
Enter left traffic runway 22 Beechcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
I feel like they changed the voices a little bit as well recently, because I know it's like a female voice sometimes with taking off or different towers that never used to be there. In the future video, I'm going to discuss like the difference between Haneda and Narita. Obviously, you see Haneda is a lot closer to the center, and you know, convenient. But there's a lot different. Like it's more. Even though it's really expanded to add a lot of international flights, it's still primarily a domestic airport, and the international windows are a lot more limited and so forth. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and then you got to add in, you know, where you're going and so forth. But that'd be a different video. So. So, yeah, I mean, not much else to say. Both airports are really nice. I will definitely say that. And I'm glad they at least recreated Haneda. It's a very cool airport. Because in the other video, it's a lot to talk about. I actually went over the history of Haneda and how it's changed, expanded, how it used to be the international airport, then became only domestic, then back into international. You know, it's more like, you know, definitely like, you know, AV nerd, you know, kind of like, you know, flying geek type stuff. But it's just interesting to learn about, you know, especially how much, you know, Tokyo and everything kind of changed over the years. So. So it's, yeah, it's actually pretty astonishing. Like between both airports, I mean, it's like, you know, like it's one of the busiest networks in the world. The other ones be like New York, London, but it's like you look at them out, like Haneda, like example, and I'll probably repeat this down the road of another video. I mean, Haneda gets about 86 million people a year, minus 2020 for obvious reasons. Yeah, there's Tokyo. I'm really curious what they're going to change here. Because at the D near there, but not the Imperial Palace. So.
Clear to land runway 22 Beechcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
Good news, this plane turns pretty easy, so we can probably slow this down, get the flaps going. Don't. Gotta be really careful here so I don't screw this up. We'll go out a little more. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. You got like a shipping container boat there. Ooh. Oh, it's doing assist lane. I hate when it does that. Yeah, it's slowing down too fast. I'm not ready just yet. Back up. Alright, get back down to 50, slow it down. We'll stick with third person for now.
500.
Yeah, actually, why not? No, I changed my mind. Let's see how this goes. Alright, I think we're... There we go. Just gotta stay... Just gotta stay high enough. I just struggle doing it always in first person, but we're almost there. Alright, I think... Yeah, just trying to get this sense, like, you know, how far above I'm those lights. Okay, I think we're good now. Lower the flaps even more. I'll dive. Right. Easy. Almost. Oh, wow, that went really smoothly. Yeah, I tried the niche challenge with this plane today, so I felt actually decent with it. So we'll park this bad boy soon. Ooh, gotta lower that engine speed. There we go. That's better. Perfect. Let's lower that. Lower that. And then we'll find someplace to park.
121.7 Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Yeah, this voice is different. It is. Huh. I gotta stop this bad boy for a second so that I can concentrate on this. We'll park at the gate.
Tokyo Ground Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf taxi to the gate.
Excuse me. Love the details. Please don't take me all the way on the other side. Yeah, look at it. They changed this. That is so cool. Yeah, because I remember hearing different voices now instead of the same voice for everything, so that's really cool.
Taxiing to gate Victor 1 using taxiway Lima Lima 10 cross runway 16 right Alpha 1.
Thankfully, I don't have to worry about oncoming traffic this time of day. There's not usually much flying out, but it is open, like, in theory. Alright. Oh, of course. They do like giving me the farther gates, don't they? Why not just go straight? Yeah, it's like... Oh, they did give you instructions, so I get it, but I'm going to be lazy and just save some time. Well, that's neat. Just the details on those airports they did is just incredible, especially at something like this. Why do I always get the farthest gate, you know? I'm just in the video because I really don't have much more to say, so. Oh boy. Sometimes you're not paying attention for a second. I don't get why he's keeps going the other way. There we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's cool. They actually put a Japan Airlines plane there. That's realistic for once. Normally it's like airlines that don't even fly to these airports. Oh, there's another one. That's Singapore Airlines. That's pretty. I think. Actually, no. I can't tell what that is. Yeah, I'm not sure what livery is that. Oh yeah, one thing I have seen, at least it was at Naruto, which I guess is the same at Haneda. They will have commercial jets. You actually board off the tarmac, not just like the gates with the bridge. No idea how they determine, when which is which, but it was just interesting. I was surprised to see that because you don't see that too often in the U.S. at all. Perfect. There we go. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and about the upcoming update. But yeah, looks like a lot's going to happen here soon. So I'm excited for it. All right. So have a good one.